the first times, mad adrenaline rush. It's crazy. It's so hard to cope with it to begin with. Some people are naturals, though. There will always be people that are much better able to, in their first encounters with such crazily charged environments, be able to pull out big results anyway. And we're going to go.
The first time I played in front of a crowd was when my mum came in the door and told me to shut up because I was being too loud.
Well, we're into the pistol round now here between NaVi and LDLC for the StarSeries 11 Grand Final, map number 1, Inferno. Of course, LDLC with that one map advantage, and NaVi looking to get themselves off to a good footing here in this Grand Final. And StarX is going to deliver that in a small piece. Does take down Smiths, and Kiyoshima going down to Cease as well. Great setup from NaVi. It hit the nail on the head, as Shox is going to hit Edward on the head with the Glock. And looking good now for NaVi. Guardian going to check out what happened over there, but...
So many people are not paying attention to Boiler at the moment. I mean, we've seen so many frags where people are just walking past Boiler and just getting shot in the face. And that's another one there. And his teammate just got fragged from there, so I'm not sure exactly what was going on. But maybe he thought there was one person there and not two. But we have a potential flank coming in here from Happy, who's going to leg it round to CT spawn. But Zeus is going to be waiting for him. But he's aiming at the floor at the moment, which is kind of interesting.
This is still possible to save for LDLC. It's the pistol round. I mean, they just have to connect with some heads. That's more or less the motto. Connect with some heads. Happy going to go in. Does hit the first kill, in fact, damaging Seized also in the process. Leading Shox with 1 and 2. Very doable. There it is. Pops the head of StarX. Oh, Shox makes it happen. Seized goes down. And that's a great save from LDLC in the last moments of that round. Beautiful. With everything against them.
On a pistol round with 2 players left, I think Happy and Shoxy are the last people you want to go up against in that situation. And that it shows exactly why. We do have the force buy coming out from the CTCs with the Mag 7. Let's see where he takes it. It's going to be B rather than the apps, which is the most common place for teams in general in this situation. But then normally when they do that, there is no contention there. Zeus going to flash mid. Can hear the legs there. That nade should be quite meaty, and indeed it is. So things going well quite now. LDLC just keeping an eye open on Banana for the time being, as looks like the T's will be rotating in that direction.
And we do have a mag over there, Cease with the mag in hand. Even has some grenades to work with as well. And not to forget StarX there, who has a smoke as well. Cease notably with no armor, so perhaps going to be using the cover of the smoke to actually get something done. And there goes the smoke. Oh, snaps off the head of Kiyoshima. Oh, he is taking no prisoners, no mercy from Cease with the mag. And that is 3 players down. Make that 4. He has to reload. And let's see if he's able to take... Oh, he gets the last one as well. Seized. Absolute destruction with the mag. Takes the entire team down. It is StarSeries 11. It is the grand final between NaVi and LDLC.
Don't forget to follow the channel, guys. And maybe I'll give away Nazimov at 175,000 viewers. I mean, followers.
And also viewers, because that would be pretty awesome.
Yes, that would be pretty
Anyway,
awesome.
We're back into the match. We had a riveting first couple rounds. A very tense...
We've got scouts on deck.
Situation.
Shoxy, he's just like a shark at the moment. Guardian taking a quick peek.
And there is certainly a situation that will justify this. LDLC know that if NaVi are to lose this round, they are in a troubling position when it does come to the cash money situation.
Look at this view.
This is actually... Forrest used to use this this angle very much on anti-ecos for NIP, often with the FAMAS.
Guardian, you mean?
No, I've seen Forrest do this position quite a lot.
Which position, though?
That position that Guardian's in, yes.
Okay.
Yes. The one we were looking at. But we are seeing the push coming into mid slowly. And it might not be necessarily the commitment towards A, but sure as hell they are going to clean out players here.
Could put a hole in Zeus's cap here if he finds him. Wow, that
nice
tag
tag
onto Guardian. He does go down as well. That's going to be a gun for LDLC here.
Sick.
And Shoxy with the second one. This is going terribly.
Oh, Shox gets the 3rd. That is nasty right there from Shox. And he's already been putting in damage. He doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. NaVi are 2 players against 5.
What in the blazes just happened?
The scout happened. And this is why the scout is good. The mobility that you get is ridiculous. And
So
combined with the CZs, the tag power is fathomable.
Okay, so if you if you are Navi in that situation, what do you do? Because Guardian went for maximum range away from the CZs.
Well, this is why the Scout is good.
Because yeah, he went for maximum range away from the CZs because Inferno is a map with a lot of close corners.
Exactly.
But, you know, he got away from the CZs. But he ended up. You've missed it. You've ruined it. You've missed it and you've ruined it.
But I can answer your question just simply
I haven't
because
finished the question.
All right, continue.
He got away from the CZs, but he exposed himself to the Scout and got annihilated by it. So what is the middle ground? Does he hold the angle there?
Well,
does he hold a more passive angle facing the side, but then he loses sight of Arch? So what's the solution, DDK?
I don't want to just throw out a direct solution.
It's too late, DDK. We're into the next round, and they're pushing up.
We'll revisit this this topic.
I'm sorry, I just really feel like trolling you today. I don't know.
All right. Well, we are seeing LDLC just hanging on at the moment to these positions. MBK with the Scout actually does miss the shot, but looking for the follow-up with the CZ. Oh, it's Edward there. Pops out a boiler, says hello with the M4, and that's actually a 3-man takedown there
like
from
the
NaVi.
bats, he is gone. Wow. That was kind of funny to watch.
So really good stuff here from NaVi so far, as we see Happy kind of left in bewilderment as to where exactly all of his teammates just vanished to, and Happy
is a cerebral assassin, though. He is in a position to show us what he can do.
Oh, I like that. Cerebral assassin. That's got to be his new nickname. That's got to be his new title, the Cerebral Assassin.
I can't take credit for that because it's the nickname of a pro wrestler called Triple H. I know you're not as big into pro wrestling, but I am, buddy.
I don't like. I'm not into the acting stuff.
Okay.
On the wrestling.
Serious business, man. It's real to me, damn it.
Anyway, we're at 2-2 scoreline. Neither team can really seem to separate or run with the advantages. We keep seeing this. It's like a yo-yo right now, this game. Up and down for both teams. Great little grenade at the top of slope at the beginning of the round. NaVi going to try to take control of Banana. We already saw in a previous match that they are certainly ones to try to keep the pressure up here. LDLC will be no foreigners to dealing with situations like this, though. LDLC is still searching for a pick. They got StarX down to 1 point of health, but they did lose MBK in the process. Shocks in Boiler. And MBK, has been entry fragging like a monster for LDLC in the last couple of days.
Seized has one more smoke to... oh, he's just thrown it, actually. StarX, 1 HP. Where is he? Oh, they're putting him in the cubby hole here. He's the last line of defense. He's like Omega Supreme for Transformers. When there's nothing else left, they're going to bank on him to win them the round.
And Smith is going to just try to pre-fire the angle, and in pre-firing, in his overzealousness towards that position, he's going to get caught out by Zeus. And that is pretty nice information as well as the kill as they back away. And LDLC have used a lot of grenades. They've only got a smoke and a flash left. Just a smoke now as they try to flash themselves into position now. And we'll have to see if they're able to make this work. There is a nice setup here. Seized is going to be at the back of the site. As Guardian will spam through. Finds nothing. Just so far. We'll have to see what Seized can pull off. He does take down 2 frags. Great stuff there from Seized. Now, as it is all on Happy once again. The Cerebral Assassin going to go down straight away. We'll have to see if LDLC are able to bounce back from this. But now there's an eco. So maybe now NaVi can actually get some real momentum going in the match.
Vincere. I like that.
It is good.
Natus Vincere. Okay, let's see what they can do.
I don't know if that's correct, but that's my assumption as to...
We've decided. We're changing the language here. It's now correct.
Okay.
Let's do this. I don't think anybody calls him that apart from us now. It's all about the NaVi.
So we can see an aggressive peek there at the start of the round from Zeus. He doesn't spot all too much, except I'm sure they heard some stepping. They don't have an overwhelming presence on apartments, but they do know they're up against an eco. That is something.
Now, we mentioned previously that Shoxy and Happy are probably the worst people you want on a pistol round, and they are the only people on the team at the moment with the P250s. Rest of them going full Glocks for maxed out eco. So you can see Happy and Shoxy trying to play close quarters to get those one taps to kill the Natus Vincere side, but they are playing the range. Although Guardian is going to have a look at mid, going to spot some tracer fire and try and dink through it. Though he does get shot in the head by NBK and will be on 54 HP. Nothing doing on the B side at the moment, just some loitering being done by Smiths, and we may see a push on the A side here from the T's.
They're taking their time, but I think the time is now nigh as they are going to move in. They've been trying to bait out something from NaVi, but they're just not giving. They are too patient for that, and Guardian is going to just eliminate one after another. In comes Zeus. They give him a helping hand, and a helping hand he will give as Kiyoshima now is the last man standing here for LDLC in this round.
Be careful, it's got 11 HP, that's one tap and he's dead, so got to let his teammates do the work for him. Edward will find Kiyoshima's head. That is going to be 4-2 to NaVi here. They are building the bank and the pause is coming in again.
All right.
We have a situation where LDLC can buy now. Not going to be any AWPs for them. Who knows if they intend to buy one at all on the T side. But seems Guardian has a problem. And I believe a previous match was delayed because I think 1 or 2 computers failed. So they replaced all the computers on stage. It looks like they may still have some teething problems here. So hopefully this will be resumed shortly.
But they all have 4,300. So that, what is that? That's about, after the AK and armor with helmet, that is $600 left over for grenades. So that's what's, you know, like a smoke and a flash. Most likely. So they should each have a smoke and a flash, basically.
We're 6 rounds in. Smiths and Kiyoshima are yet to meet the scoreboard, both on 0 and 5.
But more importantly, like, what is the play that they're going to go for now? They are...
Who, LDLC?
Yes, they are going to be on the buy round. They're each going to have, most likely, a smoke and a flash. So it looks like they're going to change a video card there.
Pretty serious business.
That is quite serious. I think they already did replace some PCs also at the venue.
Yeah, I think they replaced all of them, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were doing, but again, I don't know why that was necessary. 9 kills so far, so he's top fragging for his team, NaVi. And again, they do have a 2-round league at the moment.
He's frustrated.
You can see Smiths and Kiyoshima have got 0 kills, and they've had to wait an extra hour and a half to try and find their way onto the scoreboard. But it's we'll see if they do. In this particular round, we can see 4 AKs here for LDLC, so they're in good stead at the moment. NBK, sorry. Hasn't bought just yet, and so we're going to see a full buy from both teams here. So what do you think LDLC need to do to win this round? I can't even remember what was happening previously.
Well, you don't remember the mag 4-man? What's wrong with you?
I remember that, but I mean, general strategy and how they're succeeding and failing.
Well, this is the thing. This is the first proper round that we're going to see from them.
We should mention, for those of you who have just joined us, Seized had no armor and got an ace with a mag 7 on B. So that was pretty damn sick.
It was,
it was a 4-man.
It was an almost ace.
Excuse me. It was Existence who got the ace earlier. Beastly ace.
Yeah, Existence's ace was beautiful. That was
put the whole team in a meat grinder.
That was a gift from above. I mean, either way, yes, Seeds was on like 6,900 after that mag killing spree. A lot of money that was generated by him. And this is the first round we're going to see. It's been very back and forth, in fact. LDLC won the pistol round, then got taken down by the scout play and stuff like that from NaVi. So it's been very back and forth. And now we actually see NaVi. The stage of the game they're in right now is that they finally forced Nico out of LDLC. They won it pretty clean. And now we're going to go to the first proper buy round of LDLC. But as we can see, they had $4,300 on everybody. So they're getting the armor, the Kevlar, the helmet, the AKs,
all the bits and bobs,
and the flash and the smoke. That's pretty much all they can afford. So they don't have the luxury of being able to play with Molotovs. They don't have the luxury of being able to afford an extra flash or HEs. So there's not a huge degree of utility for them. So what they do use, they have to make it count. And it's early days on this map. So one would expect to see some default stuff from LDLC.
Some default stuff indeed. Let's see what default stuff they have to offer here, as we have a 3-man push down Banana. NaVi looking to get aggressive. They were actually being really aggressive on Banana.
This is what we were talking about actually before. It's exactly what we were saying before that NaVi would probably do, is play heavy and throw that Molotovs down.
Hard and fast.
And also LDLC, they've decided just to kind of ignore this and just take apartments, which is also something that we were expecting. And we're going to have to see now how the round does develop, as LDLC are trying to actually take some real estate in middle. And MBK gets an entry onto Zeus. Oh no! Shox takes down Guardian through the smoke. And LDLC are just charging off the back of these frags. Edward in the back by the pit. Going to be looking to find the shots with the M4. Not going to happen. MBK, another M3 frag. And that is going to be 5 men still alive. Make that actually 4 as Seas does take down Shox. But that is fine. Bomb down. Post-plant positions taken by LDLC. And NaVi looking at an incredible... an incredibly difficult retake.
They may not go for the retake here, but they will want to make this as expensive as possible for LDLC. If we look at the economy here as NBK takes that Siege with a quick tap, we can see that NaVi will be able to buy in the next round and the round after that, and maybe the round after that as well, should they lose a bunch in a row. But LDLC if they lost a number of players here, it would be quite costly for them. But that won't be the case. They will escape with 4 people now. So this is going to be very important for their economy going forward. StarX will save his M4 and just head back towards that B-bomb site and get himself out of harm's way.
This was actually really nice, because again, looking at the lack of grenades they had, thanks to MBK making the entry frags, and by the way, he's been really on point with the entries the last couple of days. MBK's been playing great, very, very good. And because of that, they were able to get in fast onto the site, then use the grenades defensively for the bomb plant. So that's fantastic, right? Oh, Guardian, is he going to find something down middle?
Not just yet, but we've got a bunch of people in second mid, so we can see if Guardian finds a connection here. Got nades coming in, doesn't get the connection, will get shot down to 89 HP, so not much in the way of damage there. But C's has been taken out early on in this round, so NaVi at an early disadvantage here. But again, they've taken control of Banana, but it didn't win them the round last time. Will it win them the round this time?
I mean, this does allow them to flip play back if they aren't going to see a lot of traffic there on the B site. But it looks to be that that's not the case, that they've decided to keep Zeus hanging around StarX. StarX was doing this very well in previous matches on Inferno today by himself. So we'll have to see if Zeus is going to leave him by himself right now. But LDLC also, is up to them as to how they interpret this situation. I mean, in this situation, one would expect that Banana would be just with one player, as those deep smokes have been repeatedly thrown. But we're going to actually see a bit of an A execute coming in. They're going to move the way up mid. Great stuff from Edward. That's 2 through the smoke. 1, a wall bang. And LDLC will get the bomb down. 4 versus 3 for LDLC. They do have the plant smoke working for them. Ample time to get in position. But NaVi now on top of them. StarX going to make his way in. Takes Happy down in apartments. In come his comrades as they do try to get themselves on the site. Shox is trying to earn them some breathing space with some frags, but it's only one to be found. And that's a great retake there from NaVi, who managed to get the defuse with time to spare. And that's a 4-3 scoreline.
Yeah, it was really good they managed to save 4 people for that retake there, and it proved very, very useful there, as they do manage to save the AWP and a bunch of weapons here. And it's going to be 5-3 to NaVi here. Sorry, there's a bit of a distraction. We've got some crazy yobos outside the studio. Sometimes we've got DJs outside. Today we've got yobos.
Football hooligans.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on outside. But anyway, let's keep it
delinquents
in the game. Delinquents indeed. Guardian with an aggressive position here, but he needs to move soon. Otherwise, he's going to get caught short. He is looking away now, because last round, obviously, there was a flashbang. This time he's waiting for it, but his peek back in mid was a bit weird. No scope to be seen, and NBeardK will eliminate him with an assist from a teammate there. That was really bizarre.
Well, it looks like NaVi are committing to having StarX be the man behind the smoke on the deep smokes for Banana. And this is interesting because they've been doing this repeatedly now. Every single round they've been showing this to LDLC. So LDLC are going to be able to think about counterplays if this continues as they're spawning trends. But they still have a man advantage. They've been kind of sitting on this. And NaVi have a nice setup to actually deal with the aggression that's slowly making its way in. NC's goes for the peak. That crossbar, but Smith's going to cut off the header, seized. And LDLC can't get up that corner quite yet. But Kiyoshima, with 2 great frags, is going to push them up middle. And finally, they make their way onto the site for the plant. StarX comes in, though, from CT Arch. And this is certainly a doable situation for StarX. He doesn't have any grenades to work with, but he certainly has a kit and a bit of space behind that smoke to maybe catch a frag. Oh, that flash couldn't have been more perfectly timed. And StarX comes in looking for the heads here. He does get a one-on-one initially, but he can't close, and that's going to be the round for LDLC. Very well played. Madness in middle.
That was a really awkward position, because if he ran out of bullets there and went for the reload, the other LDLC player probably would have pushed out and got the frag there for his teammate, or both double peaks at the same time. So that was a very difficult position there, and it shows the shortcomings of the M4A1S. It's going to be 5-4 now. LDLC closing the gap, only 1 round behind. We are going to see a full buy here from NaVi, and the bank is looking a bit ropey at the moment, and we've got a really aggressive push here trying to catch NaVi with their pounce down. They're going to keep pushing as well while the smoke grenade comes in, but it's not going to come fast enough. StarX is going to get 1 frag, but Shoxy's going to get the trade and take control of the bomb site. Bomb's going to go down, oh my god, on the grill. And there is a smoke to CT, so this is going to be hard for NaVi now.
It certainly will be. They are trying to fight their way into construction. And that can be the kind of headquarters of the retake. All but Happy coming in from Speedway, going to spot himself. Guardian had no idea he was there, and Zeus goes in, does find the frag, the return onto Happy, but that's not going to get them closer to a round victory in this one at least, as Shox goes and hunts him down like a rabid dog. Zeus will fall to the ground and collapses. Now it's just Edward left alive. He should be fine to keep that M4 in his hands, but that is LDLC tying up the game, and with a situation as it's starting to... I mean, the situation was for NaVi that they were building mad bank. They were really getting a great situation on the money. They had the momentum. Everything was going their way. Then now we're coming back in after this 40-minute pause. Now the money is with LDLC. They've been doing a great job stringing rounds together off of default plays.
Speaking of money, you could see Edward Edward had some extra money in the bank there and has gone for the full buy there with armor, nades, etc. because he will still be on equal money with the rest of his team now. So they'll still be able to buy together. So he can try and use this to their advantage and try and get something out of this for his team. Gonna be playing a passive position at the moment, looking potentially for 1 or 2 kills should the mid push come in. We've got the nades coming in towards B at the moment, but there's only 2 LDLC players there. They're just holding back a bit, trying to bait the CTs into coming out to try and get an early frag so they can counter with the range and their rifles. But NaVi not biting just yet. And again, now we might see Edward sneak out. Does get 1 frag, gonna back off as well. He's got his teammate Guardian protecting him, and they are gonna retreat back to more passive positions around the bomb site.
That was beautifully done there by NaVi, but now LDLC are taking the attack, the assault straight to them on the A bomb site. Guardian does dispatch of 1 before he hits the floor, but StarX and Seized are still standing. They might be able to secure something here. They don't have armor, so the aim punch will be an issue. Gonna have to find the head straight away, and now it's just all on StarX. But they have done some decent damage so far. Another kill would be fantastic. StarX cannot deliver it, and it's going to be another round for LDLC, and I imagine we should see a nice little buy here coming in from NaVi. Will we see the AWP? Looks like it's unlikely now at this point. Yeah, no AWP for NaVi, opting for instead to have a situation where more utility and versatility is favored.
Utility, versatility. Tranquility, ability, futility. Okay, I'm done. Got Edward in apps here.
Thanks for that, James.
Got the smoke going down.
So it's a default round to start with, and NaVi have relinquished the kind of idea of pushing down Banana hard at the beginning of rounds. Actually, Edward is going to find himself a frag already, and it's going to be Banana occupied by Smith. He's going to sit there alone. They do have apartments as well. So they have met criteria number 1 here for the T-half, and it's going to actually be happy with the pick there onto Edward.
That flashbang was coming in for Edward to flash the apps and let him speak, but it came too slow and he didn't manage to get anything out of it. That said, it is 4 versus 2 right now for NaVi. The bomb is still in possession of LDLC. They've got both players stuck in mid. Gonna have to try and do this one together, hand in hand. Happy only with 8 HP though. So it's going to be relying on the Kiyashima as the human meat shield here. Meat shield he will be as he finds himself now on 12 HP. This is looking ropey indeed for LDLC. They're going to probably have to try and save it here. They've got 30 HP, but StarX is coming down. Banana does take down the bomb. That's Kiyashima dead. And Aziz will clean up, sweep Happy under the carpet, and that's going to be 6-6.
So, very interesting stuff. The AWP in play for LDLC. And if NaVi play defensively and don't challenge on the long-range angles early in the round, it's very unlikely that they're going to see much play with the AWP unless they flash Smith into some good positions. But if they're complacent, if they're not expecting the AWP, and they do try to peek down middle, Smith has got a bullet
Smith
for them.
French Rambo. He's turned into some kind of beast on this LDLC team with the AWP here. He seems like he's just got mad freedom and he's just going absolutely crazy. So I'm curious to see what he can offer us on this map, on the T side. We have pushes into apps at the moment. Edward just being very, very calm. I think he was spotted there by Shoxy. Shoxy going for the wallbangs here. I think he has indeed been spotted. But who's going to get who first? Shoxy straight into Edward's face. Edward going to go down there. And that is going to be a nice advantage there with 1 minute remaining here for LDLC. Looks like it's going to be a full A push here from the T side.
Yeah, it's certainly very difficult to stay alive in that bedroom now. Well, these days when teams have all the smokes, all the Molotovs and knowledge how to clear that effectively. And we saw Edward suffering there.
Wow, look at that. Try this line again. That's a better line. I'm improving with these lines.
Well, this looks like LDLC are going to be looking at a more or less empty bomb site as well, so it's certainly looking like a good situation
This
for them.
retake's going to be impossible if StarX can't stop them. He needs to get at least 2 people. Ooh, that's a nice meaty flashbang there, but there's not so much else he can do. They're going to realize that the site's clear. That's pretty much going to be it for NaVi. We can see Happy's just he's doing the get right at the moment, and it's paying off in spades. Does get another frag, this time on StarX, and that's going to be the end of the round.
And they can go hunting now. I do believe they got enough money that they can send a few players with rifles to try to find these frags if they really, truly wanted to. We can see what the situation is. Yeah, I mean, it's fragile for both teams. It seems like they would rather just play against 2 rifles and see an eco on the next round than risk having to rebuy some rifles of their own. So that's fair enough. Can't blame them for that.
Guardian's bottom fragging for his team at the moment, and we saw how much damage he did in previous matches. I do wonder if he needs to change something up if he does go back to the AWP in future rounds, because at the moment he's playing on Arch, but he's not getting the frags. He's not getting the opportunities, and it's not going his way. He's not being that useful for his team at the moment with the AWP. So I wonder if they need to change something there to get some more rounds. But there are only 2 rounds remaining here on the first half, so the time for change has possibly passed.
So currently there's not really the money for Guardian to be on AWPs, unfortunately for them. And it's 6-7 for NaVi, so it's a very close half on Inferno between these 2 teams. And we are seeing, once again, default plays, LDLC trying to remove the presence of the CT force of NaVi from Banana. Taking apartments slowly. StarX in position with that mag. But there's no one to be found just yet. They are backing away from Banana, as we are likely to see a play towards A at this point. That bomb is ready to go. Out of boiler. Happy's ready to push her as well. Goes to the flash. Quick flash to blind anyone close. Distract. Get his teammates out of boiler. As StarX is ready and waiting. LDLC once again now actually moving presence back towards Banana. And the bomb is cycling back around as well. So LDLC looks like they are going to end up on the B site. Smith's looking for the entry. So something Kenny S does a lot. He does get tagged from the back. Can't make the frag happen, but Kiyoshima's there. Does take him down. And now they have C's at the back of the site. They have to remove him fast. Otherwise, he's going to do so much damage. C's holding it down right now for his team. And there it is. The last frag there from C's. Standing tall, proud amongst the dead enemies on the ground. And LDLC 7-7.
So it is the last round of the first half here. And LDLC with 7 rounds on the board are going to be happy with this first half. Let's see what CT defense they have to offer following this round. But for the time being, we are still in the last round, 7-7. The AWP out for Guardian once again. He's not going to be challenged in mid just yet. Again, we've got 3 people in second mid. And Smithsy gets caught short. Guardian with the aggressive position gets another frag as well. This is sick.
And Guardian's definitely working in some great frags already. That's an early round advantage there for NaVi, as he just smokes that off now. And LDLC, they've got to try to just find an opening somewhere. Wow, C's just gets the perfect timing for the spray through the smoke to take down Kiyoshima. And Guardian now just rattling off shots through the smoke as well. He gets shocks. This is madness here from NaVi. Happy tries to do something, but it's going to be a NaVi round to bring it 8-7. Beautiful counter-strike from both teams, and this is really anybody's game.
You were looking for an opening, and there was a can opening on Kiyoshima's head there. Got completely ripped into through the smoke. 2 great smoke kills there to win that last round for NaVi. It is going to be 8-7 to the home team.
I'm glad there's no smoke detectors in apartments. That'd be really annoying. There's been one, you know when they run out of battery? That's happened in the house where I'm at the moment. And there's this one just going off all the time. It's really annoying.
Wow, that's a house of horrors, really.
It is
in
horrible.
At the moment. Good thing you're going to be leaving it soon.
Oh, yeah. So back into the pistol round. And LDLC are ready for an aggression here. They have an interesting setup between MBK and Happy. But the smoke is there as well. So very Very slow stuff here. NaVi posturing towards the banana movement. But nothing seen just yet for LDLC. They don't know what's about to come and hit them. Now they've backed into the site. NaVi ready for this though.
Are you ready?
LDLC also look ready for this. Happy and MBK. Oh, but they are going to back away now. We can see that Happy and MBK over at B are actually on tender hooks right now. They felt the presence, they felt the threat levels, but now they even floated a player around. In fact, Smith's making his way up. So it's going to be very difficult now for just Shox and Happy to make this, Shox and Kyoshima to defend this side of the map between the two of them.
NaVi is so good at selling these, but can they move fast enough?
And there is Shox now making his way through. Going to find the back of her head. It's Starks down on the floor. Now C's going to go in for the trade frag. Jumping with the Glock. Hits the head of Shox. LDLC making the 3-on-3 now. The 3-on-3 retake. In they go. Good damage done by Shox though. MBK with a nice entry. Going for the jump shot with the CZ. Going to run out of bullets. Gets dealt with by Seized. And now it's a 2-on-2 again. This is anybody's round still as that bomb is ticking away. Zeus going to work right there on Smith. In comes Happy from the back. James Bond, USP, and he's going to allow Smith to defuse the bomb in time. So well played to LDLC. Both teams with incredible patience in that round.
NaVi lose the pistol, but I think historically in this tournament over these last 2 days, we've seen a lot of anti-eco wins on the second round. So we'll see if NaVi can do the same here. What are they going for? We've got P250s. We got the AKs coming out as well. They're just throwing things around, so let's give them a second to sort themselves out. So looks like we have people with no armor buying AKs and throwing them to Edward and StarX. So they're going to be looking to do yet more can opening here in this round, the second round, and this is going to be a huge surprise for LDLC. 2 Fairmasses, a shotgun and a Kiyoshima, which could still be lethal depending on who he finds and from what distance. So shock and awe here from NaVi.
They're going to make their way up. We have Smith in a very good position, obviously, with the M4. And once again, NaVi just getting in position. It's just all on the call. There goes the flash for Seized. Out goes the peak. Spots nothing but chickens right now for Seized. As the smoke goes down. They really want to try to bait out as many smokes as possible, get rid of those. So they can have a more successful attack with more angles and avenues to look through for the frags. Smith's all the way back here. Does find the frag onto Edward.
1 AK down.
And we'll have to see if they're able to recover that one. There's StarX. Deadly presence, but dealt with by Smith.
That's 2 AKs down, and the bomb is on B, so they're not anywhere near these weapons. Going to go for the push now, but we're going to have 3 CTs on the site as C's goes for the rotations, but that's going to cause, in fact, Kiyoshima to run back towards A with the Nova, so mayhem ensuing. Again, they still haven't seen the bomb rotating backwards and forwards, so they're not going to really know what's up.
Oh, Kiyoshima! He gets the second shot, though, and it does connect. So embarrassment avoided there for him temporarily now as Guardian is on the bomb site, trying to spray it down, but Shock survives. And Guardian, no dice for you, my friend.
That was a bit of a disaster there for NaVi. Let's see what their money's like at the moment. It's still fairly even, so that was a really smart buy from them. But they're going to be on around 2,000 each. So this will be a full eco here. I'll be surprised to even see any P250s. Maybe one from C's, but other than that, it's going to be a wrap. So it's going to be Edward, in fact, with the P250. So he'll be a little bit short on 1750 to his teammates.
So they're going to run into Happy and MBK. Look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's too easy there for LDLC. They just run and die.
Eco Rush B, a.k.a. Eco run off the side of a cliff. And that's exactly what we saw.
It's Lemmings, isn't it?
Indeed
really.
It is.
Lemmings mode. I love that game.
I was never good at Lemmings. They all died all the time.
That's the point of
Maybe that... Well, yeah. Anyway, 8-10. NaVi with a 2-round deficit now. Have been leading, but not anymore as LDLC find themselves on the more favoured side. And they are putting these rounds in the back of the net here. So we're going to have 5 AKs, 4 smokes, a Molotov. A few flashbangs here for NaVi. We've got full nades for the LDLC team. They will be able to deny NaVi vision for a considerable amount of time here. They do have Kiyoshima in the boost position, which has been quite popular in the last week. Got a pop flash coming up for Shoxy.
That's beautiful.
Didn't hit any walls as well, so there's no no tease that it was incoming. got the flash so people can back that ass up through mid.
And Smith is ready though. Oh my goodness, Kyoshima coming in with a frag onto Guardian as Kyoshima is going to get himself another one as he goes for the retreat. Happy coming in now, trying to get some easy pickings as well. And StarXN sees the left alive, but with what to work with. They got 3 mates who just died, so they have to do something 2 versus 5. In they go. The slow walk for contact. They have to make the entry. There's just no other reality for them at the moment.
They're walking the plank right now, 5 versus 2. This is not going to be easy.
They've avoided Smith, though, with the smoke, with the jump. And Smith goes through. Oh, madness there from Smith, just jumping on through the Famas. Does manage to find himself an upgrade, picking up those AKs. And LADLC look to be taking a bit of momentum and quite the economic advantage, to say the least.
Yes, they are between between 5 to 10,000 at the moment. You can see the money on NaVi. LDLC seem to be heading towards a 2-0 head start here. That 1 round advantage due to being in the winner's bracket. Guardian going to get naded to a clean 50 HP. And Happy going to get a jump on Seized here. Shoot him in the back of the head like a true assassin. Starks going for the picks here, trying to tap Shoxy, and he does manage to connect. Survives with 12 HP, but the economical damage is done. That's what's important. If he dies, costs him 300. If Shoxy dies, costs him 5,500.
Alright, so M4 picked up into the hands of Zeus. Can he do it justice, though? Again, no armor. Aim punch becomes a large factor. As soon as a single bullet hits him, his ability to connect bullets is rendered incredibly difficult. MBK is waiting patiently. There goes the peek actually from Zeus. You can see he's going to go down fairly easily. And Happy is deep on Banana, so can deal with any aggression or spot the information. He's going to go for the safe play instead of just trying to get some what could be considered easy frags on unarmored opponents. He's going to fall back and play it safe. So props to Happy there.
Edward and Guardian starting to walk around the arch, and Starks may fake quad, which may pay off for them because they've got 2 people in the pit area have LDLC. So if he can run distraction here, well, Smithy is adjusting his position, but if he can run distraction, then this could be fantastic for NaVi. They may get a plant here.
Some great flashes. These teams have done their homework. Smith is going to find himself the long-range shot onto Edward as Happy comes in with a frag in kind. Guardian there stuck in the back of the site. Absolutely nothing he can do there. And his body is slumped against the corner.
Look at his view of the defuse.
He's well, he's covering his gonads, so at least he protected what was truly important.
Having his dignity retained. But, you know, they got 1 kill there, and they got a bomb plant, so that was a huge round, a huge eco round for NaVi. Could have been massive if they got, you know, 1 or 2 more frags, but it was good enough. And we will see the AWP on Guardian on the T side after all. We'll see Shoxy whipping it out towards the B bomb site for LDLC. So let's see if anyone challenges Guardian in mid this time. The nade's going to challenge him and send him down to 48 HP, and then he's going to get orbed by Shoxy from B, so they have gone for the aggressive push, and it's paid off in spades here for LDLC, but C's will eventually get a trade frag, but there's 2 more people here for LDLC, so no inherent advantage just yet for LDLC, sorry, for NaVi.
Well, there's the middle smoke. For a long time, we saw NIP favoring that one, but they have actually moved on from that now. They've mixed up their strategy for Inferno in recent times, but it's a very effective one, as it does really stop that full control of Banana. But of course, having a man down, they are going to move back into the site as NaVi are taking as much real estate as possible, as can also be said here for well, LDLC are backing away 2 to a site. Really
smart action there by NaVi, just disposing of the highly prized weapons there, getting the AWP out of reach of LDLC by throwing it over the fence. So really smart play from there. And I do wonder what they've done with Guardian's AWP at the bottom of mid. But for now, they are throwing smokes around the arch area. We've got, again, 2-man hold here in pit, which is working out for LDLC so far. Edward trying to find the head. Zeus does take out Smiths, so it will be 1 man. Only Kyoshima left. He does get the first frag on Edward. He's in the flames. He does get saved from the barbecue by Seed's AK. The bomb is down. There are 7 seconds left. Is he going to get it down in time? The pressure's coming in from Happy here. May get a quick frag on Zeus if Zeus tries to jump out.
Left. Going to go for it, but Happy does get the kill. He had 2 seconds left before that plant. That was close. But that is going to allow them to have a pretty nice situation because I think they actually had they have enough to buy actually. Yeah, they have more than enough to buy because they actually got the bomb down on one of the previous rounds, and that actually left them with quite a surplus. On top of that, the loss bonus. So they're actually not doing too bad for money, but
they're doing badly in rounds though.
Yes.
LDLC 3 rounds away from a 2-0 lead. Once again, they started this match versus NaVi 1-0 up because they are in the winners bracket of this tournament.
Oh, what is this we see from Kiyoshima? Getting aggressive into second mid, but he doesn't find anything really. Bit of damage, but that's about it. But it's Guardian to find the shot from the logs onto MBK, and that's going to be a nice way to start the round.
How quickly can they make a play? How quickly can they make a play on this? Not that quickly at all, and I haven't noticed, but Smiths has an auto sniper in the apps.
He has the Scar in the apps, and they are trying to take apps as usual. Very slow stuff, but it's happening nonetheless. Smiths, though, going to toss in the usual smoke. They don't yet know the Scar is there, I think. And that smoke is actually not the usual one. It blocks off completely, so Smiths can't see a single thing as the push is slowly going up middle. They have a nice wrap do LDLC around, especially if Smith does come into play from the balcony, but looks like they're probably going to favor to fall back a little bit here and leave Kiyoshima in that corner, basically to do as much damage as possible before dying. But in comes the peak. Smith's ready. He's ready for this. Takes the shots. Gets the kill. There's 2 more players to be found. Smith is going to find them. It's excellent work there from the auto sniper of Smith. That's 4 men down. StarX is left against 2 players. Kiyoshima and Happy will handle him with ease. And that's a great round there from Smiths.
That was a really weird situation where Edward chose to engage Smiths on the corner where the Smiths is going to be aiming and falls to him. Smiths took out a bevy of players there, and then it was farewell to the flesh as he fell to the flames of the Molotov. But his work was done, and that's going to be that for the auto sniper. It's not going to make it into this next round, but 14-8 LDLC here looking very, very close to a 2-0 lead. Guardian just taking a little bit of damage there. We've got Molotovs for days right now from LDLC. They're just setting the whole place on fire. It's like a riot.
Yeah, there's 3 thrown right at the start. A lot of money on the floor, but Seas does get the kill onto MBK. There's 1 more player. Happy goes for the pop flash. Seas going to evade that pop flash. In comes another grenade. Seas not deterred. Goes for the frag, and he gets that opening now onto the B bomb site. NaVi know it's open. LDLC know it's open. They're charging around through CT spawn as NaVi try to converge in this position, get the smokes in play so they can make this plant happen. They don't really have the time to move into construction. Smith just goes through the smoke, and Zeus takes him down. LDLC, they can't quite get themselves in on this bomb site. Beautiful stuff from them. We have Edward up middle, does take down Shocks, and he might just find himself the one-on-one against Kiyoshima. Who is going to prevail here? It's going to be Kiyoshima, as he keeps his AK alive. But how much more damage can he do?
Wow, that aim.
Great fragging power coming out from Kiyoshima, a truly powerful player. And certainly something, this is certainly a round that's going to really boost NaVi.
Yeah, this is going to be good economical damage here to LDLC. They've got a lot in the bank though. 2 of their players are going to have, well, Happy with 16,000 and Kiyoshima not far behind after that round.
So
yeah, they're going to have to spend a chunk of money here, but they've got a chunk of money to spend, so that's not going to worry them right now. They have a fair few draw points in the bag at the moment, but if they lose another round or 2, then they may start to get a little bit worried here.
Yeah, they don't want to go down 2-0 straight away. That is, they just can't start like that. That's just too much pressure going into the series. They need to take this Inferno, and they have every chance to do so. Of course, things aren't so easy for them, considering the fact that LDLC are so far away from an eco, but NaVi, it's not like they can really lose any rounds anyway, so screw it. Let's see how it goes for them. LDLC now in a default setup across the map with their defense. Nothing really special on that count.
Okay, so it's going to be another slow burner here from NaVi as we're used to seeing. Just going to...
I think we got a boost on the quad roof actually, though.
Let's have a look. Indeed we have. Yeah, he's just, again, waiting in case his teammates get flashbangs so he can offer some counter attacks. So we have something happening on Banana, but you never know with NaVi. A rotation with few seconds left. entirely possible. Happy's positioning here may end up being key. He does have the smoke to shield him as well, so if Navi went for the push here, could go horribly, horribly wrong. But they're just looking to see if LDLC reacts to the smokes, to the flashes. And here come the second wave. We've got the Molotovs in the oranges, and it's going to force LDLC to rotate into certain other parts of the map.
Set play in. Happy goes into play as well, only taking down one player. MBK gets one as well. He's at the back of the site. It's on fire. There's nowhere to go. But there's only 3 players left for LDLC at the moment. But Navi, they've lost pretty much everybody. StarX has to get this bomb down at the very least for that money. And he's going to get taken out. What a defense there coming in from LDLC. So fast to the response. And Navi, they didn't know what hit them. That was a clear set play from them, something that they've practiced. The fire was really good. Those Molotovs were really well placed. One at the back of the site, two at the front of the site. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't do more damage there.
Indeed, we saw an evacuation from one half of the site there from LDLC, but they managed to hold those smokes working in their favor as Happy managed to get the first kill on Zeus as that smoke dissipated. So again, it did turn out to be an important position there. I think we've got an aggressive position in Apps here from Shox, who may get a frag on the echoing Seas. He's going to take a bullet to the face, and we're going to have more Navi players coming, but are they ready for the sandwich here? Kishima getting the trade kill, taking out StarX after Edward finds Shox.
So it looks like they're going to be moving towards a peak, more peaks here on middle. They are a man down. Although LDLC has some weak players, but of course this is match points for LDLC, worth noting. As Guardian goes for the shot, that peek to the frag, as Edward now pushes up towards CT spawn. Does get dropped by Happy though, and Guardian left to do more damage. Guardian is the star AWPer of NaVi. He is a man that can create many opportunities.
He is making his way up the leaderboard at the moment, finding himself in the middle rather than on the bottom. But NaVi needs to convert those rounds. It is game point here for LDLC. This, again, will take them to a massive 2-0 lead after the long break.
Oh, Smiths, what a play. Gets both players down, and that's going to be the round and map number, well, 2 essentially.